Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into a real whopper of a report from Yum Brands, and I promise it's more craveable than a cheesy gordita crunch. We are going to decode their latest annual report. It's like a treasure map if the treasure was information about fast food profits. Yum Brands, the parent company of KFC, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and the Habit Burger Grill, just dropped their yearly financial report, so let's see how they are doing overall. In short, the numbers are mixed. Some brands are booming while others are struggling to keep up. We are going to break it all down. First up, let's talk about the big picture. Yum Brands has a huge global presence with more than 61,000 restaurants spread across over 155 countries. But here's the kicker. Almost all of these restaurants are run by franchisees, independent owners who pay Yum Brands for the right to use their famous brand names. Yum has a plan for growth. They call it Recipe for Good Growth. It focuses on a few key ideas: keeping customers happy with tasty food and good experiences, operating responsibly, and using technology and teamwork to connect with customers everywhere. Tech is a big deal for them. They're focusing on digital sales, which means folks ordering online or through apps. In fact, digital sales made up over half of their total sales last year. To help with this, Yum has a new technology platform called Byte by Yum, which helps with everything from online ordering to kitchen management. Now let's look at how each brand is doing. First, KFC. KFC is their biggest brand and is doing okay. Their system sales, that is, sales from all KFC restaurants, excluding the effect of currency changes, was up a bit. However, what people already buy in existing restaurants, called same-store sales, were slightly down, but they are still building new units. Next up, Taco Bell. Taco Bell had a pretty good year. System sales were up and same-store sales were also looking good. They're also expanding, opening new restaurants. Now for Pizza Hut, it's been a bit of a mixed bag. Their system sales are slightly down, as are same-store sales. However, even though they're struggling a bit, they're still expanding by opening new units. Finally, there's Habit Burger and Grill. It's much smaller compared to the other brands, so its numbers don't move the whole needle that much. So when you look at Yum Brands as a whole, system sales were up a bit, but same-store sales were slightly down. However, Yum is continuing to grow, increasing their number of restaurants around the world, which is good. One thing to note is that currency changes did have a negative effect on their profits, especially for KFC. They had a lot of new openings, 4,535 new restaurants overall, leading to 2,757 net new units after accounting for some closures. Looking at the money coming in, their earnings per share, which is basically the profit per stock, was down a little compared to the previous year. One big risk for Yum Brands is that they rely heavily on their franchisees. They don't control how these franchisees run their businesses, and if the franchisees struggle financially, it could hurt Yum Brands' profits. Also, they need their franchisees to open new restaurants to keep growing. Another major risk area is their connection to China through Yum China. Any issues in China, like political or economic problems, could impact Yum China's payments back to Yum Brands. Cybersecurity is a huge concern for everyone these days. A major cyber attack on Yum Brands or its franchisees could disrupt business, hurt their reputation, and cost a lot of money. Then there are supply chain problems. Yum Brands needs a steady supply of food and equipment, and any shortages or interruptions could drive up costs or reduce sales. Their brand image is everything. Anything that damages their reputation, like food safety scares or ethical concerns, could send customers running. Also, Yum has to deal with rising expectations about being environmentally friendly, which adds costs and complexity. Fast food is a tough business. Yum Brands faces tons of competition from other chains and local restaurants, and they have to keep up with changing customer tastes to stay ahead. Finally, debt is a concern. Brands has a lot of debt, which makes them vulnerable to economic downturns and limits their ability to invest in the business, but we have to remember they manage this ratio within a good interval. It's reassuring that Yum has a plan to handle cybersecurity threats that includes a special team with senior management involved. They are on top of the cybersecurity risk management process. Also, terminated some KFC and Pizza Hut restaurants in Turkey due to standards. This is a good sign. It shows and its brands are trying to be loved and trusted. One thing that has me very concerned is their tax situation, as the IRS is claiming that the company owes them billions of dollars in taxes and penalties. This is very scary for the overall company because, as you might remember, the company announced a ransomware attack that impacted some IT systems, which resulted in the closure of almost 300 restaurants in one market. We might see this happen again and again. Now, looking at these results more broadly, Yum appears well positioned in the market. The brand has recurring revenue and is well known in the public. Their stock has a target price range would be 138, 143 USD based on these metrics. I am biased in the bullish direction given the positive trend. I'm bullish on Yum. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, like, and comment.